We meet today to consider the pending nomination before the Finance Committee of Martin O'Malley to be Commissioner of the Social Security Administration. We're going to use the time now to make statements on the nominees. I'm going to make a statement followed by Senator Crapo, then followed by any other finance members who wish to make statements. At that point, if we have a quorum, we're going to proceed to the vote. If we don't have a quorum, and that will be my sense this morning, we're going to recess until the next roll call vote on the Senate floor, when the committee will reconvene in the President's room off the floor to have the vote. Senator Crapo, is that acceptable to you?
Yes.
Today, the committee considers the nomination of Martin O'Malley to be Commissioner of Social Security. When I first met the nominee in my office, I said to him that this position, above all else, is about service, not politics. He agreed. My first question to the nominee at the hearing was whether he agreed that this job was about service, not politics. He responded that improving customer service was the main reason why he said yes to this opportunity. As he noted in his testimony, there is no Republican or Democratic way of fixing customer service problems. You just got to get them fixed. Service, not politics. Service means tackling the problems that beneficiaries are facing, including long wait times, mile-long ribbons of red tape, outdated technology, and a very challenged, if not beleaguered, workforce. Like several members on the committee, I raised a top issue for Social Security that's in need of urgent reform: overpayments and their impact on beneficiaries. For the millions of Americans who live on a fixed income, and I saw it when I was director of the Gray Panthers, these are the folks who walk an economic tightrope every single week, balancing the food bill against the fuel bill and the fuel bill against the rent bill. They're on fixed incomes, and any change in benefits can have a substantial impact on their daily lives. That's true everywhere from Albany, Oregon, to Zionsville, Indiana. Getting a letter from Social Security saying that you owe tens of thousands of dollars through no fault of your own is, and this is an understatement, life-altering. Mistaken overpayment can be the difference between affording the rent, having electricity or heating your home, or buying groceries when your benefits are later cut to make up the difference. When Americans are trying to resolve a problem with a mistaken overpayment, I would just say, as we said to our colleagues before, folks who are suffering this way don't give a hoot about the party the commissioner belonged to. Yesterday's Fox Business story, colleagues, had it exactly right in its reporting on Social Security and supplemental income folks who have been hit with overpayments because of the COVID stimulus checks. After recent reports saying some beneficiaries were hit with the Social Security Administration claims of overpayments and even lost their benefits, and we've written a number of letters. I sent another letter with Senators Brown and Casey to Social Security, finally trying to get to the bottom of the scope of this problem and magnitude of the oversight and what the agency is going to do to fix the problem. We were told in the past, by the way, as members of this committee know, that Social Security was fixing the problem.
It is finally time. This week, many households are going to receive a new inflation relief check. These payments are being funded through new budget surpluses and President Biden's American Rescue Plan Act. Congress is also expected to hold important meetings this week on government funding. My dearest friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these weekly giveaways. Lawmakers are returning from their Thanksgiving break this week, with much work to accomplish and relatively little time to accomplish it in. There are several things to watch for as Congress rolls back to Washington, D.C. for the end of the year legislative sprint. Any victory lap that lawmakers were taking for temporarily funding the government before Thanksgiving is coming to its short-lived end. Now that they're back, lawmakers are back on the clock to try to come to a longer-term government funding solution before the first tranche of short-term funding, which funds 6 of the 12 annual appropriation bills, will run out on January 19th. So with the Christmas holiday looming, there is not a lot of time left. Both chambers still have to work on passing their own separate appropriations for fiscal year 2024, which began in October. Even if they manage to pass them, the House and Senate have some major disagreements about what should be in those bills and about how much they should cost. There is still disagreement about top-line spending, and lawmakers will need to quickly get on the same page if they hope to get bills passed. House Republicans want to extract some sizable government cuts in these bills. It will be a big task for newly minted Speaker Mike Johnson to wrangle his slim majority to get behind conference spending bills. But Speaker Johnson made it clear he will pass no more short-term continuing resolutions to fund the government. So lawmakers will need to get to work, or they will risk a partial shutdown on their hands in January. Republicans are already joking that the second shutdown deadline of next year, when critical Pentagon funding will expire, occurs on Groundhog Day. Representative Mario Diaz-Balart stated if we don't support our Speaker, who we just all elected, it creates all sorts of issues for us. He was worried that his colleagues could undermine the Speaker by continuing to disagree. Mike Johnson has not just challenged the Senate's hopes of a year-end funding deal. He's also ruling out another so-called clean stopgap spending bill or a continuing resolution that does not include any blanket cuts to government funding. Senator Shelley Moore Capito, a member of the GOP leadership and former House member, said Speaker Johnson needs to give himself as much leeway as possible to come out unscathed. The House's far lower spending levels are a sore point for some Senate GOP appropriators, who made severe cuts to appeal to conservatives in the chamber. That will make things tougher on the back end. Senate Appropriations Chair Patty Murray and Ranking Member Susan Collins are holding to bipartisan spending levels based on this year's debt ceiling deal. A Democratic-controlled Senate is not going to accept some of the reductions in the House legislation. And without a cross-capital agreement on top lines, the House and Senate cannot even begin to negotiate the less controversial areas. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts about what's going on in our government? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Also, friends, Alabama taxpayers will receive a one-tax rebate beginning this week. The Alabama Department of Revenue will issue rebates of $150 for single filers and $300 for married filers beginning on December 1st. To qualify for these rebates, taxpayers must have filed a 2021 individual income tax return, which a state should have received on or before October 17, 2022. Non-residents, estates, or trusts, or anyone claimed as a dependent during the 2021 tax year will not qualify. Qualified taxpayers can expect to receive their rebate based on how they received their 2021 tax refund, by direct deposit or a paper check. For qualified taxpayers who did not receive a 2021 tax year refund, the rebate can be expected by paper check, The rebates will not be taxable for Alabama income tax purposes. So other recent tax changes in Alabama include a 1-cent reduction in the state sales tax on groceries and a 1-cent increase in the state gas tax and overtime pay state income tax exemption for hourly workers will also begin on January 1st, 2024. Well, my awesome and amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Dear friends, thank you so much for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, every Friday I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed day.